And welcome to Ducks No Sports. This week, I'm reviewing the NFL Draft, which this weekend, if you didn't know, was the NFL Draft, and some exciting moves. Some players going some new spots, some teams getting stronger, and some teams doing some questionable things at draft day. Okay, we'll start with the teams, what I like they did. I'm going to start with the Colts here, drafting Luck with the first pick. You know, the only way they could go here was Luck, and I think Luck, like I said in past videos, is going to be a great player. I think one day he's going to be considered one of the best players in the league, and I think now you have you had Peyton Manning, you traded him away, but now you have the next Peyton Manning, a guy who's going to be good for years to come, and I really like this pick, and I think Luck might take some lumps in his first year just because the Colts are not going to be that good with not that many weapons around him, except for maybe Wayne. But I really think Andrew Luck is going to have a very good career and will one day be considered one of the best first-round picks of all time. And sticking with quarterbacks, let's start with the second pick in the draft, Robert Griffin III to the Skins. Really like this pick. Big RG3 fan. This kid's got the Cam Newton effect. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. I mean, he's such an athlete that he can beat you outside, so you have to respect his legs. But he's got a cannon for an arm. He's kind of like I would say he's like a poor man's Mike Vick. Say that, he's got the great legs, he's an athlete, but he doesn't look to run. That's the people say he's the athlete that just looks to run the first chance he gets. No. He only runs when he has to run. And I think with the Redskins, with some good players that have there, like in Cooley and Garcon, I really think he could have a good rookie year. And I really think RG3, even though I think Andrew Luck is a better quarterback, I really believe Robert Griffin III is going to be rookie of the year. So book that down. Another team, I really like what Atlanta did over the last couple days. I mean, started a few days before getting Asante Samuel from the Eagles for a 7th round pick. Exactly what Atlanta needs. Another ball hawk back there when you're playing teams like the Saints and the Panthers and the Bucks, who all got weapons now in that division. And playing teams like the Packers, you need three corners, and they have three good corners from Samuel to Brent Grimes to Dante Robinson. Very great move. Only getting for a 7th round pick. That's a steal. So right there. And also in the draft, solidify their offensive line by taking 2 offensive linemen with their first 2 picks. I mean, great thing, because last year, let's face it, Matt Ryan couldn't even stand up someplace just because he was getting banged around so much. Great thing. Now I think with a strong offensive line now, and a defense that's improving every year, and bringing in Mike Nolan's a great addition. Bringing in Mike Nolan too. And I just believe Atlanta, with the Saints, this whole bounty thing, and with the Panthers and Bucks not really knowing how good they're going to be, I think Atlanta is in the driver's seat to win the NFC South. And I really like where this team is going. Another team, I liked what Dallas did. Trading up to get Claiborne, who I thought should have been maybe a top 3 pick. Because I thought this guy's going to be an elite corner for years to come. At LSU could shut guys down, but also could pick balls off and take them to the house. Kind of like, this might be their next Deion Sanders. They've been looking to replace Deion Sanders since he left in like the late 90s. And I'm not saying he's going to be one of the greatest corners of all time. I'm not saying that, but I really believe Claiborne is going to be a number 1 corner in Dallas for years to come. And I think it was a great move trading up with the Bucks for the 5th pick and grabbing Claiborne. Okay, let's move to the teams that did some questionable moves on draft day. We'll start with the Seattle Seahawks. The first round, the Seattle Seahawks drafted Bruce Irvin. And my question to you is, who the hell is Bruce Irvin? A guy who can only really pass rush, which wasn't really something that they need because they have some okay pass rush. So many other needs they could have gone. But they go with that. Makes really no sense. They should maybe gone, maybe a linebacker or something like that. But makes no sense. And I just sit here and say, I don't know what they did there. And the 3rd round, after already signing Matt Flynn to a great deal in the offseason, then they draft Wisconsin QB Russell Wilson. Makes no sense at all. Already have Matt Flynn. He's going to be a great quarterback for years to come. So I don't know. And the two guys aren't even the same. Like, it does makes no sense there. So I'd sit here and say, what the hell was Seattle doing? Same as Cleveland. You know, Cleveland's been one of the worst franchises for the last 10 years. And they will continue to be bad for the next 10 years and do stupid things like this. Okay, day one, they drafted Trent Richardson after trading up a spot, which made kind of no sense because what was the Vikings going to take Trent Richardson? What you worried about? You had to get him so bad. Trent Richardson. No, it's against Trent Richardson, but he was behind a great offensive line at Bama. Will he have success in the NFL? I really don't see it. I don't know. That's my personal take. I don't see him being a great player in the NFL unless he has a great offensive line, and Cleveland does not have a great offensive line. And then drafting Brandon Weeden in a late first round, you know, a quarterback who's going to be 29 years old when he starts camp this year. And a guy like, you know, I thought Brandon would be drafted, but I thought, you know, third round, fourth round, you know, because you can't really make with a franchise since, you know, we can't really. He's so old. I mean, he's 29 years old, the oldest first round pick in the NFL draft. I mean, makes no sense. Brandon Weeden, I don't think he was an okay quarterback at OSU. He had some great players around him as well. But I don't know. I just think what the Browns did makes no sense, and I don't know what Mike Holmgren is doing right now. And another team, Jacksonville, trading up to get Blackman. You know, smart move, I guess. Yeah, smart move. You know, he could be a good receiver in the NFL. I'm not really sure. I'm not that sold on him. You know, I think he could be another bust. The Jags at receiver, which they've had a lot over the years. But I think it was like the third round they draft a punter. Why are you taking a punter so high? Why do you need a punter so bad? I mean, come on, punters are available. You know, the 6th round, 7th round, and even undrafted. You know, where somebody else is going to take this guy? Like, come on, Jacksonville, use this, use your head. Come on now. But Jacksonville, some questionable moves, and Jacksonville will probably be one of the worst teams again this coming year. Well, that's it for now. NFL draft, always fun, always questionable moves, always great moves be done. But NFL draft, love it. Love the NFL. Always something to talk about. I can talk about the NFL probably 365 because there's always stories going on in the NFL. But until next time, I'm Aaron Duxbury saying I'm Dux, and I know sports, kind of.